Motorsport. We are now ready for quarterfinal action in Pro Modified, and this is the most controversial car of the year, the Black Mariah of Fred Hahn. And this is Scotty Cannon in one of the most colorful cars you'll see all year, the Wild and Willie 41 Willies.
Well, Fred Hahn, there is the controversy sitting right there. It's the supercharger, and Jim Audie right now just indicated to Freddie that everything's ready to stage the car. Hahn qualified number 8, Scotty Cannon qualified number 1.
A lot of the drivers think it's unfair to run this supercharged car in the near lane against the nitrous-boosted cars such as Scotty Cannon's. Right now, Cannon seems to have this one well in hand.
Scotty Cannon, by 2 or 3 car lengths, picks up that win with a 698 200.61 miles per hour to move on into the semifinal round.
And that is just music to the ears of the next man up. Mike Ashley, the kid from Melville, New York, who needed a boost. He is up against the number 1 man in points, Tim McAmis, in the quickest and fastest Pro Modified car on the planet.
Ashley qualified number 2, McAmis qualified number 7. This should be a real run because these have to be 2 of the fastest cars in all of Pro Modified racing.
Mike Ashley in the far lane won the season opening Winter Nationals at Darlington, South Carolina. McAmis in the near lane won the most recent event, the U.S. Open Nationals, also at Darlington.
Now, they're not running any sub-7-second time so far yet today. Ashley ran a 7:02 in the first round, McAmis a 7:14.
Number 1 in points against number 3. Ashley in the right lane, McAmis in the near lane. Taking a while to stage, but they're away cleanly. Good start for both cars. Oh, and McAmis gets a little bit sideways. This could be a big problem.
Mike Ashley, the kid from New York, pulls it out with his new Beretta, 7.13, 200.36 miles per hour for the Nichols-sponsored Chevrolet.
And that could have a big impact in the points. You got to believe this man is watching. This is Ronnie Sox, 4th in points. He has just watched the points leader get beat, and now he has a shot against Killer Brooks, but there appears to be a problem with the Predator.
Unfortunately, Killer Brooks was the sensation that took Norwalk by storm at the World Nationals, and it looks like Killer is broken out of competition. Sox will have a single run. There you see him setting with his hand on the first gear lever, and here comes Ronnie Sox.
Engine torque picking that left front wheel right up off the ground, but the veteran pulls it out with a good run.
Sox almost into the 6s, a 7 flat at 201 miles per hour for the victory.
Now here's a guy hoping for a break in his luck, Blake Wiggins from Monroe, North Carolina, who had an absolutely terrible weekend at the U.S. Open Nationals at Darlington. He's got to take on Brian Gamm right now, but Wiggins has to be hoping that he can keep his wicked Wanda going straight.
Oh, Wiggins had a little unfortunate problem back at Darlington, but he's done well so far this weekend.
Hasn't had enough time to get that nice gold paint job all the way around, but that's not as important as moving ahead in the championship. He doesn't have a shot at the title, but there's a lot of money at stake for the positions that follow, and Blake Wiggins is definitely a mover and a shaker in Pro Modified in 1990.
Both cars staging very carefully. The Pontiac Trans Am of Blake Wiggins against the Chevy Beretta of Brian Gamm.
Both cars are staged. Up come the revs, and Gamm is away. Red light. Too fast.
Oh, a big red light. Gamm with a 2:28 red light time. Blake Wiggins with an easy win, but look at the time. He speeds up 6.96.